Matt and Josh All Comics. We're going to talk about the Fantastic Four news, casting, rumors, controversy. But first, our sponsor.
Ta-da!
YouSellComics.com, your new multi-vendor marketplace. You Sell Comics offers a site exclusively for buying and selling of all things comics. Slabs, omnis, trades, and more. Sell for as low as 5% commission or 0 commission monthly tiers. Run your own auctions, unlimited bin listings. YouSellComics.com. Buy, collect, sell. Okay.
Howdy.
Fantastic Four Studio... Marvel Studios officially announces the cast with first poster and logo. What do you think of the poster?
I liked it.
Yeah, it's got the old school vibe.
Yeah.
Of like a 60s house, like, aesthetic.
Yep. It's funny, in the first, like when I looked at it the first time, I didn't even notice Herbie.
Yeah, a little robot down there at the bottom.
Yeah, I didn't even notice him. Yeah.
Ricky Gervais was asking, I guess they're looking for a comedian to voice him, and Ricky Gervais is like, "Can I swear?
Can I swear?"
on Twitter, yeah. I'm all for Ricky playing, doing a voice.
I mean,
sure.
I think that would be pretty funny, to be honest with you. There's a couple other people.
Chances are it's going to be Bill Hader.
That would be really funny.
Yeah.
I think that would be really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've all been anxiously awaiting casting announcement for Fantastic Four reboot. Marvel Studios has chosen Valentine's Day. Oh, we're a little behind because Josh was away. Confirming rumors that have been doing the rounds for quite some time. Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, Joseph Quinn, and first of all, is Joseph Quinn like a hot pick of the moment kind of thing, and not like he really? What has he done besides Stranger Things that he would be known for?
Okay, I'm gonna check, but I could have sworn that he was a younger actor, almost like a child actor.
Was he? Oh. And Ibn Barak as Ben Grimm. The poster doesn't feature characters in live action, but it should give us some idea how they'll look in the movie. Also revealing the costume designs and Herbie the robot. The overall aesthetic would also seem to confirm reports that the movie will have a period setting. We'd say early 60s. Marvel has also announced the Fantastic Four's release date has been pushed from May 5th, 2025 to July 25th, 2025. So only a 2-month push there. That's the logo. And yeah, we saw the poster.
Okay.
Still no word yet as who's playing or who the villain is. Speculation it's Doctor Doom, but we don't know who's playing Doctor Doom. Several well-placed sources have claimed that Doom will be one of the main villains in Avengers Secret Wars. Javier Bardem is said to be the top choice for Galactus, but his schedule may prevent him from signing on. The Eater of Worlds Herald is believed to be Silver Surfer, but a female take on the character. A recent rumor claimed Anna Taylor-Joy is being eyed for the role. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm fine with the cast. Pedro's a great actor. I love Pedro. He's in everything now. He's getting to be like Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
And I just saw him. He's great. So he just won a SAG award for best actor in The Last of Us, and he's like,
I saw it.
This is wrong. Why am I here? I got drunk because I had no chance of winning. Like,
yeah.
Because he was up against Succession.
Yeah.
He's to be a lovely guy.
He is.
Ben Mendelsohn really wants to play Doom. Now, Ben Mendelsohn has already been in the Marvel Universe. He played a Skrull in Secret Invasion. And
no, he was
Marvel.
The main Skrull.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. But he wants to come back and do other things. We still don't have a confirmed... Okay, well, we do. This is a bit old. Ben Mendelsohn is no stranger to playing a bad guy for starring in the likes of Rogue One and Ready Player One. Oh, he's in Ready Player One? I never watched that.
You never watched it?
I never read the book, and it wasn't really...
So, apparently, the main thing is that the book was all 80s references.
Yeah.
and then they updated the movie to like 90s,
90s
or and like
references?
and 2000s references, like Halo's in the movie.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like the Master Chief's in the movie. But anyway, it's so good. You gotta watch it. Steven Spielberg, baby.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
But took on a heroic role in MCU as Captain Marvel and Secret Invasion's Talos. The shape-shifting Skrull died in the latter series. Spoiler alert. But does that leave the door open to Mendelsohn playing another character in Marvel Studios? I would almost give my eyes and teeth to play Doctor Doom. The actor
You might have
tells
to.
GQ. I think Doctor Doom is the great unread Marvel character that could and should be done, but it is what it is. I got to work with Spielberg. I got to work with Terrence Malick. Got to work with Ridley Scott. It's been incredible. I didn't think this ship was coming. With Doom's scarred face likely to remain hidden behind a mask, there's a very good chance Mendelsohn could get a chance to play the MCU film. I don't know about that. However, we bet on Marvel Studios looking for another big name. I mean, Ben Mendelsohn's great, and I think he would have been a great Doom, but him, or like, I guess if you never see him, although he's got a pretty distinctive voice too.
He's got a very distinctive voice, dude. It's one of those raspy, old kind of like old timey voices where it was perfect for Talos.
Yeah.
And the Skrull like whatever, but it'd be tough. It'd be a tough one, tough sell.
Same with Mads Mikkelsen wanting to play Doom as well. It's like,
yeah, his voice is so distinct, like it's crazy. Yeah. It kind of sounds like he's drunk.
Mads Mikkelsen?
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Another Round?
Oh,
no, I haven't seen the movie of him being
great.
drunk. But I heard it's good.
Yeah,
good? Oh my god. Maybe I'm drunk. Fuck. I heard it's good.
It is good.
Sweet. 11 a.m.
Just a weird note with Ridley Scott. Not that he has anything to do with Marvel. He probably hates superhero movies. But did you see the budget for Gladiator 2?
Buddy. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, do you have the number? Because I'm pretty sure it was like, okay, go ahead, because I was just gonna spitball it.
So the rumor is the original budget was 165 for Gladiator
165.
2.
Yeah. Now
they've finished shooting and it has finally clocked in at 310 million.
310? It went over
budget.
3. Oh my god, dude. Okay.
I mean, it was hard enough to get people to show up to Gladiator 2 with it. Like, how are you going to do that without Russell Crowe as Maximus? But now the story is they're following Lucius, the kid. He's all grown up now. But like, who cares? You're never like, even the original Gladiator didn't even make that much money. I think it was like 400 million. Something like that.
If that, and I think they only made their money back because they re-released in the theater after their so they probably made a good chunk back after that. But
who's giving these directors money? Correct. Martin Scorsese, Ridley Scott, just giving them huge budgets, and they don't go anywhere. They don't make any money, but no one's complaining about that. Everyone's just complaining how Marvel has one bad movie that didn't make any money, and now it's the end of the world. Okay, more Fantastic Four. We already know it's taking place in the 60s, 63 to be specific.
Interesting. Didn't know that we had the exact year.
Yes. Okay. So this one popped up last week.
Yes. Wait, sorry. Is that all the Fantastic Four we're doing? Or is there
there's one more with the...
Okay.
Following a short-lived return of Superman and Black Adam, Henry Cavill finds himself without a superhero franchise. Warner Brothers never treated the Man of Steel and Justice League star particularly well, and a leap to the Marvel Cinematic Universe seems like a logical next step for the British actor, according to a rumor shared by Scooper My Time to Shine Hello. Cavill has been offered and accepted a mysterious role in a future Marvel Studios project. This came after fans shared their belief that he'd make a perfect Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four reboot. That supposedly isn't happening, so we're sure speculation will now run wild as to who Cavill will play. We don't expect it to be a character even remotely similar to Superman, but with the multiverse on the table, we're sure Kevin Feige has some ideas in mind for Cavill. A reboot of the X-Men franchise is also on the horizon, as are movies such as Spider-Man 4 and Blade. As a result, the possibilities are endless. Rumors have persisted for years that Cavill might join the MCU. The actor even commented on some pretty wild claims that he'd appear in Loki Season 2 as Hyperion, shortly after returning to the role of Superman at the end of 2022. As far as I know, I'm not going to be in Loki. He confirmed at the time. It would be a tricky one to handle at this stage. If James Gunn can do it, maybe I can too. Since then, Gunn has fired Cavill from the role of DC's Man of Tomorrow, replacing him with David Cornsweet in the upcoming Superman Legacy. Of course, if we even go back even further to the archives, it was in 2021 the one The Witcher alum had mostly put Superman behind him that Cavill revealed the specific Marvel character would be open to playing. I'm never going to say a Marvel character that's already. I'm never going to say a Marvel character that's already being played by someone else because that's everyone's doing amazing such a job. However, I have the internet and I've seen the various rumors about Captain Britain. That would be loads of fun to do. Loads of fun to do a cool modernized version of that, like the way they modernized Captain America. There's something fun about that. I do love being British. I think it's pretty obvious. Like it's
daring
too
to say it.
It's too obvious for him to play Captain Britain.
Okay. At least, because that would be my probably number one choice, I think. Yeah, I think so.
Actually,
my second...
wouldn't mind him as Cyclops. Or some sort of villain. Like
I feel like he's too huge.
For Cyclops?
For Cyclops? Too big.
Have you... let's see how big Cyclops gets in the... Obviously, it's not James Marsden.
He's no Marsden. No. I can tell you. Yeah, I guess he's kind of jacked.
You know what? He'd have to lose like 20 pounds of muscle, I think, to be a bit more slimmer.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I could see it.
He could be a villain too. I wouldn't mind him as a villain. He hasn't really played a villain.
Yeah, he'd be a cool villain.
Much.
Hyperion would probably be cool. I mean, Nova, but probably not.
I don't know. I don't know that I would like him for Doctor Doom either.
I don't think so. I don't like that.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he should. Although I don't know how. I have no idea how he has the time. Like seriously. He's doing Highlander, which will be at least 1 or 2 movies. He's in charge of bringing Warhammer to Amazon, which is overseeing all of that.
On that.
But I'm sure there's like pre-production and like scripts and et cetera, et cetera. Like he's not just in one of them. He's overseeing the entire thing. So what movies are being developed, what TV shows are being developed. I'm sure there's, there'll be a comic book aspect to it because the Amazon owns Comixology. And then, so I don't know how he has the time. Plus, he's got to get in his gaming time playing Warhammer.
That's right. And wow, if he doesn't play, he might not miss that next call.
Yeah. He did miss the call of Superman because he was playing.
So just as a side take on this Fantastic Four, we were talking earlier about what Joseph Quinn has been in.
Yeah.
And I thought he was acting since he was younger. And now that I think about it, I mean, that's probably true because he was born in 94 and he started acting in 2011. So he was pretty young. He was actually in Game of Thrones for an episode, which is insane.
Oh, yeah.
He was in a couple of TV shows in the UK. And then he was actually in Overlord, the movie. He was in the new Les Mis TV series.
Les Mis.
Sorry, Le Miserable. He was in a few episodes of Catherine the Great. A bunch of stuff in between that, and then of course Stranger Things. He was in one random movie. So he's been acting, but he hasn't been in anything, overly.
Okay. So it's not really like a hot actor of the moment choice. Which
we said to do. Like this is essentially kind of we said that we wanted not like an A-list actor. We didn't want somebody that was like extremely well known. that was going to be distracting from, you know, the role or whatever.
Sure.
Like the only thing that everyone's going to recognize him from is a Stranger Things.
Yeah, okay, all right. You're right. You're right.
If he acts differently or has a British accent, then we'll be okay.
I suppose when I said he fits the bill sort of, but when I was asking about wanting an unknown actor,
yeah,
he's at least known.
He's definitely known. I would say that if he was walking down the street, people would be like, Hellfire Club! And then, yeah.
Okay, last bit of news on Fantastic Four. Eben is in some trouble, I guess.
Such a silly goose. Why would he sin?
After the Fantastic Four's Eben Moss-Barack seemingly reveals the thing will be CGI, Marvel fans have different takes. Becoming a superhero isn't always about form-fitting costumes and incredible stunt work. Sometimes the newer ways are indeed the best. That's what actor Eben Moss-Barack seems to have revealed in this case of upcoming Marvel movie Fantastic Four. It appears that his portrayal as the newly cast Ben Grimm of The Thing will indeed be a CGI creation, which has led Marvel fans to weigh in some varying takes on the matter. During an appearance of Jimmy Kimmel Live, the actor best known for his role on FX's The Bear, which he's fantastic in, talked about what he thinks his performance in Matt and director Matt Shackman's big reboot will entail. While it doesn't sound like it's 100% confirmed yet, Eben put the following news into the world with confidence. I don't think it's the suit. Yeah, apparently I think in the past they've done a suit. Michael Chiklis wore a suit. Apparently the suit was really uncomfortable, and we're past that, I think. It's a little kind of cosplay. It's a little amateur, that stuff now with the technology we have. So yeah, I think it's mostly performance capture.
Yikes. Okay, so I saw this interview. I watched the interview.
Yeah. You saw it live?
Oh my god, I saw it live. No, I didn't. But I watched it. He was kind of in a barrage of questions, trying to answer questions. Kimmel's an okay interviewer. I don't think he's amazing. So Kimmel just kind of was feeding him questions, like with the answers. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, so did you get fitted? Are you gonna get fitted for your rock suit? And it's like, oh, okay, so we're going this direction, type of thing. And I think what he was trying to do was kind of trying to like say, you know, no matter what, it's gonna look good. You know, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that, but I'm not gonna be in a suit. And I think he just kind of answered incorrectly. And for some reason, you know, he came out with that, which you're gonna upset a lot of departments and a lot of people. Not great.
So it could be good or bad. So
yeah,
Marvel, I think the Hulk, for the most part, looks really good. For the most part, in movies, they've had enough time now that they, he looked far better in She-Hulk than She-Hulk did.
Oh,
because they've had any number of years to like refine, and there is that one odd still scene that gets me in Infinity War when he's in the Mark Ruffalo's in the armor.
Yeah.
Well, although that's Mark Ruffalo, not the Hulk, but Beast looks good. If I recall, he looked fine in X-Men Last Stand, but that was practical.
Yeah, that was practical,
Colossus has looked fine in.
Yeah.
Juggernaut looked pretty terrible.
Yeah, that one was pretty comical, but I mean, I think that's what they were maybe going for.
Thanos, after they actually nailed his look, because he had that cameo in the first Avengers at the end.
Yes.
And he didn't look all that good.
It was very bad.
Yeah, but the other two, Infinity War and Endgame, he looked fine. Like, totally fine with it being CGI motion capture. Ultron looked good.
I enjoyed how they did, like how they made Ultron look. Anyway.
Yeah, he was fine. So Marvel can nail it if they give him enough time.
Yep.
Although it does seem like we have regressed in overall quality. Like, I don't know how you can do Planet of the Apes, those new movies with James Franco. Like that first movie, like the apes looked incredible. They still look incredible. Yeah, like they look real.
I would even say the second one
was
even as good and even might have even looked better. Like it was, that was crazy.
It's hard to tell. So I don't know how we got from that to like now the kind of shot. Well, I guess it's production budgets and not giving them enough time to do stuff. But maybe it's just easy. Maybe it's just easier with. I don't know. I'd have to ask my visual effects friend, but maybe it's just easier with real life things to translate them to CGI than creating a whole new. You know, it's hard to find a purple guy to base your CGI on. I don't
know. I mean, I have a very small idea of what might be taking place in regards to you saying that it seems like we're slowly kind of regressing a little bit. And I think that has to do directly with some of the stuff that I've been saying about movies being shot on green screen and whatever, digital screen mapping. versus going out on location, spending the time there doing it, being actually in the moment, right? You know, I think it's evident now with how much CGI visual effects are being done that not only there's one studio doing it, there's multiple studios doing it, and these studios are located across the planet. So, you know what I mean? Like you have blah, 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 Berlin doing one scene, then you have so-and-so San Diego doing half the movie.
Yeah.
Those resources are there. They all pull from the same resources.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But,
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But let's be real. When in the time of, you know, Industrial Lights and Magic, when they did everything.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, were they all located pretty much in the same place or warehouse? Like maybe they had another location for sound.
It's. I mean, ILM did sound at Skywalker Ranch.
Yeah, so you know maybe like those are separate, but I feel like a lot of that stuff, you know, not really in house, but it was all within that they have cohesive.
It's a standard that they all set.
Yes. And you know, we got so many things, like so many movies that we were like, wow, this looks unreal. When, you know, you realize that perhaps those studios, those, you know, ecosystems took whatever amount of time and they weren't rushing for the most part to get these things out. Like if I don't know why I'm thinking about this and I'm hoping that it rings true to present day, but do you remember, what was it, Dragonheart? Yes. Or whatever the movie was?
With Dennis Quaid and Sean Connery.
Dude, remember how good those dragons looked?
Yep. Yeah. Even Reign of Fire.
And that one too. That was the other. That was the other one. Both of those.
Yeah.
And that was, dude, the beginning of 2000, like 2004, 2005. I think around there, maybe 2002.
Yeah.
And I feel like nowadays you can, like, because creating visual effects and whatever is also very accessible. There's there's kind of different levels of, you know, I guess craftsmanship.
Yeah,
you could say, right? And that goes for how it's always been, but when it becomes like you get that easeability to make things versus fine tuning them, I think that's a really hard line to follow, especially nowadays when Marvel's making a multi-million-dollar movie.
Yeah.
And like, for instance, Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, we were all fucking excited for that. Let's be real. You know, we were excited. And unfortunately, you know, it was fun. It was a fun movie, but it kind of looked like poppycock. And I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like, we had 9 or 7 or 18 studios work on those special effects. Dude, like, and I can't imagine there being a lot of passion when you're being constantly rushed. You're there for 12, 14 hours a day. And the last thing you want to do is go back into work after 2 months of working on the same thing and being like, okay, I'm going to edit this dude's cape for the next 3 days.
Well, it's part of the reason why the visual effects Marvel people unionized, right?
Sure. Of course. But I do feel like, again, that coerciveness of that, you know, ecosystem of being everyone's there. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure with a lot of those, you know, older movies that we were talking about that blew us away, you know, most likely those studios were, you know, 50, 60 people all in the same floor walking around looking at each other's shit going, okay, cool, like this is what we're doing, and the constant flow of creative juices, I guess, was maybe flowing better than now, where it's like a run of the mill type of thing, and it's I think you can tell,
Yeah, like it's the beginning of December, Aliens came out in 4K, and it looks amazing. Like practical effects, whatever, like the xenomorphs, but just look, I don't know.
Sorry, you said Alien or Aliens?
Aliens.
So,
but then the True Lies, apparently the True Lies 4K, because the three of them came out.
Bad.
It was really bad.
Apparently so bad.
But the Aliens one was amazing. For transfer.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. How was the scene of them crawling in the ceiling? Like when you see them, like you finally see
the vents when they're trying
to.
The
vents. Yeah, when they look, when the guy popped. I meant like in the terms of like, did it look amazing?
Oh
like,
yeah,
just as
yeah. The whole movie looks incredible.
Yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
Okay, let us know why you think CGI has regressed, and if you prefer, like, Michael Chiklis didn't look great in a practical suit, so
I mean, it didn't. No, it wasn't like it wasn't amazing.
It was squishy.
That's for sure. But I mean, I guess we'll just finish with this. Did you see the rumor he might be in Deadpool 3?
Michael Chiklis?
Yeah, because apparently there was a recent photo that came out off set.
Yeah.
And it's him in half the suit.
Oh yeah? Oh.
Yeah. And I can see him coming back for sure. Chiklis needs that cash.
He's living off the royalties of one of the greatest shows ever made, The Shield.
I mean, that's true, but I think he's in another show recently too. If someone checked, but he was in a
superhero show called wasn't he in Capes? It's like it lasted a season or two on NBC, but it wasn't.
I don't know. I have to check.
Yeah, now I have to look up Michael Chiklis.
Oh boy, here we go. Yeah. Okay, this is now turned into a Michael Chiklis podcast. It's where we talk about Chiklis all day. Did you watch the Borderlands trailer? I didn't watch it.
Yeah. Why am I spelling Michael Chiklis? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it looks fun.
That Boy Destroys the World trailer looks sick.
Oh yeah, that's it's definitely one to watch.
Yeah.
10 minutes gone, 1985.
Yeah, so some of those...
Cody DuckTales.
Yeah.
I swear he was in a show about... Well, maybe this is like back... Okay, The Shield. High School. No Ordinary Family, that's it. That was a superhero show.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I remember now. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It
was not
What year was that?
It was not... 2010.
Okay.
It was not called Capes. Anyways, that is Fantastic Four news.